Hello everybody, I am 19! Woo, party, party! Yesterday, as you can see from this, I turned 19. It feels absolutely no different to how it felt when I was 18, but I'm sure it will bring all sorts of new things and new lessons, which is what I'm going to talk about today. I literally cannot stop eating these. I'm gonna put these in the video. I'm gonna put them in the video. So, today I want to talk about a few of the things that I have learnt on my 19 grand years on this planet. So let's get started. One thing that I have learnt in my 19 years is I should have invested in a tripod earlier. My flatmates bought me a tripod for my birthday yesterday, and so far, in the context of what I enjoy doing like this is amazing. And I've made my life so difficult for the last 2 years, so great idea. Another thing that I have learnt is that life is too short to match your socks. That is something that I will always stand by because one, doesn't matter. No one cares. No one looks. Two, you are taking that extra time when you do your washing to make sure that they are in pairs, so washing takes longer, which means you are spending less time doing things that you like doing. And three, if you get a hole in one of those socks, the pair's written off. Whereas if you get a hole in one sock, throw the sock away. Keep on going. Like, it's just a waste of socks otherwise, isn't it? Another thing is that the best before date on fruit and vegetables is not always true, and that you can continue to eat tomatoes for at least 2 weeks past their best before date, because as long as it doesn't look gross or mouldy, it is fine. And that is a very important lesson, because I've wasted a lot of food thinking that you have to eat it by the certain date, and actually you don't. Some things that you probably should stick to, but fruit and veg, if it looks okay, it is okay. And that's what I'm keep trying to tell myself as well. So this is a journey that we can go on together. Let's keep using our fruit and veg until it goes mouldy. These are the best thing in the world. My mum sent me some for my birthday yesterday. I have not stopped eating them. I made myself feel ill eating them yesterday. I love them. They are addictive. Buy some and try some, because I didn't even know that they existed. Another thing that I have learned is that you should always do what you enjoy, and be that something that your friends don't enjoy, or be that something that might make you a bit nervous the first time you do it, or might make you go a little bit out of your comfort zone initially to initiate the doing of the thing. I should probably put this into context. Doing musical theatre is something that terrifies me, but something that I love when I'm doing it. So getting into it scares me. The thought of auditions scares me. But once I'm doing it, I love it. None of my friends at school did it. Like initially in my friendship group when I was younger, none of them did it. So it's always something that I did on my own, and I really enjoyed it. So always do things that you love. Another thing I've learnt, especially in the last 2 years, is always eat before drinking alcohol. That is a lesson that I have been able to reinforce myself and through other people, is that is a very, very important thing to do. It can make or break your day, 100%. Always set backup alarms. If you have an alarm clock and your phone, set alarms on both, and then set alarms 5 minutes later as well. I don't know if this is because I'm just totally unreliable with this kind of thing. I didn't even know I was unreliable with this kind of thing until I came to uni, but I set my alarms on my phone for the first week and they didn't go off. And I am 100% sure they did not go off. I didn't wake up and turn them off because I would know if I'd done that. They did not go off. So I had to get an alarm clock. So now I have an alarm clock and my phone, and I have 3 alarms set on my phone and 1 on my alarm clock. That way you can always be 100% sure that you're going to get up, because That is very important in life, and if you want people to take you seriously, you need to get out of bed first. This one might be a little bit deep and meaningful, but I think it's very important as well. You should not judge people by how they look, or you should not develop a preconception of somebody's personality based on the way they look, because people often do not match the stereotypes that are created around the way that they present themselves. Often. Sometimes I'm sure they do. They probably do. But a lot of the time, they're not. I don't know. You know what I mean. Just take time to get to know people. I think that's one of the most important things I've learned over the last few years, is that you should not necessarily surround yourself with people who you perceive to be the same as you. If that makes sense. Did that come out right? It's good to surround yourself with people who present themselves differently, with different interests, with different beliefs, because that makes you a more understanding and all-round person, because you're spending time with different people who think different things and know different things. Spend money on toilet roll. I say no more. Cheap toilet roll. Throw yourself full force into everything that you do, because that is how you will get the most out of it. You will, as a person, gain a lot more from throwing yourself into it, being part of the situation, than if you just sit back and watch the world go by. That is something that I've learned. I'm trying not to make these all about what I've learned at uni, but at the same time I feel like the things I've learned at uni have been sort of the biggest parts of my life as of yet. Like, uni has been the biggest learning experience, and I think that everybody who's done it will agree with me. That's another thing. Travel. Go travelling. That is something that I have learnt in my life. I have always travelled. My parents have always taken us on holidays here, there and everywhere since I was very, very little, and what I have taken from that as a person is massive. My knowledge of the world, my appreciation of culture, my appreciation of different types of food. Like, even though I'm scared of eating, if I know it's cooked right, I will eat it, and I love all types of food. My appreciation of the smaller things in life, such as your own bed and family, and the quality time that you can spend with people that you care about when you're put in certain situations. Although I love living in England, there is so much more to the world than just what you're comfortable with, and until you've gone and found out lots of things, you don't know if it's your favourite place. Your siblings will be some of the best friends that you've ever had, and although you will argue with them a lot, they will always have your back and always look out for you and always care about you, like the best friends in the world. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Is a very key and poignant point. Ferris Bueller. Anyway, I feel like I've babbled quite a lot now, but those were a few random things that I have learnt. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with another one. Bye!